Hi guys, welcome back to Breeder'S Wahala. Today on episode 7 we're discussing pet transportation. So we are going to know what it takes to import dogs. Are importers responsible for giving you quality dogs? Do importers bear the cost of your dogs when they die on transportation? And then here and there. So today we are with Mr. Mazen El Kalterji from Lion Kennel. Lion Kennel. He breeds Irish dogs, so I don't know, it's fine. Yeah, so Mazen, welcome to today's episode.
Welcome to Lion Kennel.
Sure. So I've been seeing lovely GSDs, and then most of your importations have been on GSDs. Are they the only dogs you bring in?
Oh, for importation we import all varieties, all breeds, all kind of breeds that they are allowed to fly, because we know there is some restriction on some kind of breeds that they are not allowed to fly. Any dog that is allowed to fly, we can bring it down. But you see mostly GSD because this is our breed. This is what we used to breed, and this is the dog that we can carefully pick for our client.
Okay, so now what goes into the selection process? I call you. Hello, is this Lion Kennel? Please, I want a GSD, top quality male. How do you go about it?
Okay, usually the quality of dogs are different. Size play a role, breed standards play a role, a lot of things. It usually depends on the budget of the client. Some people come to you with a very limited budget that cannot afford to get what's called a very good dog. Usually we at Lion Kennel, especially in GSD, because when we give you a dog, we guarantee the dog. If your budget is too low to get a very good, we skip the deal. So for us, we can advise. So you come to me and tell me I want a dog, and this is the range of money, that's my budget, and this is the age of dog I want.
Sure.
So if your budget is fine, trust me, we'll get you the best possible. And if your budget is a little less to get a very good dog, I will ask you to increase it a bit. And if it's very low, and I know that whatever you will add, it can't afford you to get you a good dog, I will just skip your deal.
All right, Mr. Mazen. So then, can you walk us through the process, the second part of the transporting of the dogs?
Okay. Usually, it all starts by the request.
Okay.
What do you want from me? What is your budget? And then I will look to the dog according to what we agreed on.
Oh, sure. Do we take initial deposits before?
Yes.
Okay.
I have been doing business with people like you for a long time. I know you, but for people like I don't know, no. I have to take deposits. That's before I know that you are serious, especially in this where we are. So people always wonder why imported dogs are expensive. But if you go to paper and pen, you will see like transporters, they are not making money. They are just doing a normal business like everyone. You have someone in Poland. Let's say most of my import now are from Poland. I have Ukraine, I have Poland, and I have people working for me there. So that person I will call him, okay, I want that dog. You have to be going around to find the particular dog I'm requesting for. This is a cost. His own money, his profit on the dog. Then you have to bring the dog and buy a crate to the airport. Then you have to buy a ticket for the dog. Then you have to pay COVID test for the guy to leave Poland, to get to Ghana, to leave Ghana and to get to Poland. This is 4 COVID tests. So imagine the cost. Then you have the transport from airport. Then you have the clearing and the permit, the veterinary permit for the dogs. All those costs are
included in the transportation
yes.
cost for the dog.
So usually when you calculate all these, you will see that you are going to spend a lot. So, but if you are willing to have a correct dog, then you shouldn't be minding something like that, because it's logic. I want something special. So it's like you buying a car. You can buy a Benz and you can buy a Kia. It's up to you. So if you want the correct one, you raise the money for the Mercedes. So it's the same.
Okay, so I know that pet transportation is just moving the dog from one place to the other. The quality of the dog is not a concern of the pet transporter. His job is to transport the dog.
Yes.
But in your case, you are selecting the dogs.
Yes.
So the quality of the dogs is a priority to you.
Yes. Like, you can even call me and tell me, okay, I found that dog, transport it for me. I can do it for you. That's not a problem. But in GSD, especially in GSD, yes, because we are known as Lion Kennel to be one of the most famous GSD kennel in Ghana. So we have a long experience with GSD. And people trust our selection. And alhamdulillah, people are getting even better than what they were expecting. So for the particular breed called GSD, yes, we are picking and we are giving guarantee for our client on the dogs. And this is making them more comfortable to deal with us. But still, you can still pick a GSD and I can import it for you. But in that case, it's not my issue. If you get a dog that you will see my dogs and you see your dog and you say, I don't like the dog, it's not my problem. You have chosen the dog. Me, I've charged you just to pick the dog and hand it over to you in Ghana. That's my part. If any issue happen in that part, it's my responsibility, but a part of that is your problem. The dog have issues, is sick, whatever it is, it's your responsibility. And this is the majority of transporter business, is to just move the dog from you from the breeder, from the breeder to Ghana. That's their main job. But in the GSD case, we are helping people to select their dogs.
Okay. So what are some of the challenges you face?
Okay.
What if somebody says he wants a dog, you pay 50%, maybe, I don't know, but I'm not asking. But the person pays 50% as down payment for the dog. The dog arrives and the person is supposed to pay the 50. And maybe 1 week, 2 weeks, the person is not paying the 50. What happens?
Okay. In case of the transportation, this is a big issue for me. Because you are selecting the dog. I didn't select the dog, so I don't have any interest in that dog. So that dog is not for me at all. I didn't select it and I won't keep it in my life. So if you pay me 50% of the transportation and the dog arrives and you don't pay me the next 50%, it will be an issue. So I will have to keep the dog until you pay me the rest. In the other cases of GSD, which I'm selecting, I don't mind if you don't pay any money. I'm even ready to refund your money any day.
Your money, I keep the dog.
Because honestly, all the dogs I'm importing are a personal selection.
Yeah, I think I met you 2 times or 3 times, and then the dogs you actually bought for us, people pay.
Yes,
pick it up
even just today when the dog arrived, somebody came and picked one of my dogs, and I'm fine because I'm still getting good dogs, and I want people to be happy. I feel comfortable with that. People taking that dog that they know that I've selected for me. Yeah. So they know that the quality they're getting is the best they can get. So I'm not. Okay, some of the dogs, honestly, you get attached to them fast, and they stay with you 2-3 days, and somebody will come and pick. So you feel like I'm very emotional in that. So, but I have to let go. So, but we are fine with that.
Interesting. So, roughly, let's say, how many breeds have you brought into the country so far?
Okay.
From Poland, Ukraine, Lebanon.
From in all the breeds, we have a lot. We brought Swiss Shepherd, Rottweilers, French Mastiff, Frenchies, Pugs, Yorkshire, Dobermans.
Caucasians.
We brought Caucasians.
So we roughly like 20 breeds?
Oh, we can say in the range of 20. But some of them, like, let's say GSD Frenchies, they were the most to be imported. More than even Shih Tzus we imported. A lot.
Yeah, Cocker Spaniels too.
Cocker Spaniel we imported. So we have covered a good range of breed, but the majority were GSD because honestly people contact us mainly for GSD. So
because they trust people at GSD kennel, so, and you do your best to get.
And you know, some other breeds sometimes they boom. Like La Frenchie last year, the people were taking them like chicken, like they want to shoot them.
Like yes.
Yeah, like these days the Shih Tzus are also having a good market. So sometimes it's going to come, but for us as Lion Kennel, people come
to you mainly because of GSDs.
Mainly because of GSDs.
Interesting. So with the transportation in Ghana, whether it's rainy season or dry season, it's dry. But do you consider the fact that it is winter there and you are bringing the dogs into the hot weather? What measures do you put in place to make the dogs come and feel okay?
Okay.
Do you reduce their week before trips? I mean, what do you do to help the dogs come and survive?
It depends on the dog itself, on the breed itself. Let's say the GSD. Let's talk about the GSD, which mostly we import the long coat one. And yes, when you are importing a long coat, especially in this time of the year, which they have been in the season of cold in their country, and they come fast to the hot weather. Trust me, in all Europe, they have the same weather we have, but it's a short period in the year. So they face the same weather. But when you are importing it from minus 10 degree to 30, 40, yes, the dog have to be a bit balanced, especially when he lands. Monitoring the dog and giving him the coolest place possible to adapt, plus start removing his undercoat for him to cool down. And this is a cycle of, let's say, 2 to 3 weeks, 1 month in the maximum. So let's say after removing all this, by 1 month, I haven't had dog that stayed up to 1 month to adapt. Usually between 1 day, some of them they adapt in 1 day. The maximum was like, let's say 2 weeks. And they were fine, like they were born in Ghana. But I always respect their need of cooler weather. So I don't expose them in the sun at all. Even dog bred in Ghana, they shouldn't be exposed to sun. So it's very normal.
All right, so Mr. Mazen, I know for breeders who know what they have to do, when you import the dogs for them, they can take it from the airport or come to your house and pick it up and do whatever they have to do. What about the new guy who just saw your ad or saw German Shepherd somewhere and got your contact and called you? Do you have any small training or a few days effort you put into helping the new owner have it easier raising his dog?
Usually the adaptation on the weather is something very important. And as you said, the breeders, they know what to do. Some even dog owners that they had experience with importing dogs, they also know what to do. But some people, they just started their first dog, or they haven't imported before, so they don't know about that. So some of them, they are very excited to take their dogs now. So you have to educate them a little bit what to do for the next week with the dog, for the next 2 weeks with the dog. And you have to keep following on them, like what's going on, everything is cool. And some of them, they don't know and they are scared, especially that somebody have spent a big amount of money to import that particular dog. We have also an option to keep the dog for him. And this one, we do it for free. We just keep the dog for a short period and he can be coming and checking on the dog every day. And we do that adaptation for him. We make that transfer from cool weather to hot weather for them, not to risk the dog and for them to be comfortable dealing with us.
Okay. So then I see that at the airport, you gave everybody who was importing the dog one of this. It's a package for some people. Yes.
This is a particular supplement that what should I mention? It's include almost everything.
Yeah, I see people some of the most important.
Yes, and this is a multivitamin, especially for coat, joint, and everything.
DC. Oh, okay. For only GSDs or for all breeds?
Oh, it's for all breeds. It's for all breeds. It's not meant to be for GSD.
GSDs only. Okay. All right. So there's this issue of pet quality, breeding quality. So do you advise or do you import pet quality dogs, or all the dogs you bring are breeding quality?
Okay. Honestly, the difference between importing a breeding quality and a pet quality as for the cost is negligible, because if you are paying, let's say, X is between X and X plus 500, it won't kill you. But now you are having a breed quality. Okay, if you are paying X plus 1,000, still nothing if you are getting a dog that is for breeding, because you are importing a pet. Trust me, 99% of dogs owners, even if they are not a breeder, they will still breed that dog. They will still breed that dog.
Oh, I have a beautiful male. Let me use to cross your dog.
Someone will buy those puppies, or maybe you will dash them because you are not a breeder. You will dash them. One of the people that you dash the dog, he will breed that dog. So if you haven't respect the standards from beginning, later on you are going to say, oh, why we have that breed that they are not good, why we don't have good GSDs, why we don't have good Rottweilers.
Okay. So this leads to another question. Ghana has been importing dogs. I got into dogs 2009. Ghana has been importing dogs before I even got into dog breeding. Okay. But then, especially for GSDs and Dobermans and some Rottweilers, the quality is not even up to half of what is outside Ghana. Why?
Okay, we know breeding is genetic, is mathematics, and is a science.
Science. Sure.
Let's say I imported the world champion today to Ghana, and I don't have the good females. I also don't have the good quality.
Okay.
Because it's a mixture. So breeders have to respect the both, the male and female.
Not only the
male, not only the female. You can have the best female. You still breed her to a low quality male. You get, I don't want to say shitty dog, but you will get something like not impressive, like normal dogs. I don't want to say bad, but normal dogs. And then we say, oh, why this imported dog is better? Because the breeder, where you bought that dog from, have respected the standards. You have respected that I have that quality female. I'm going to spend that amount for mating from that particular male.
So it's not just about, oh, I have a male.
No.
I have a female.
Breeding is not like any male can breed, any female can breed. But I don't know, but maybe 10 or 20% of the total dogs are qualified to breed. The rest are should be quality for someone who wants a pet beside him. So you get a litter of 10, 2, 3, 4, 5, in the best 6, you can breed them. You have 2, 3, 4 that they shouldn't be bred, but people are still breeding them. And this is where you see what you are seeing in all the breeds.
So over time, oh, the father is a champion, oh, the mother is a champion, but then it's still...
Oh, some people will tell you the grandfather is Remo. The grandfather is Vegas. Yes, Vegas and Remo and those dogs are very famous. But what did you get from them? 0.5.
So then we have Glory here, and then we'd like to know a bit of her, because the mother was important. So just tell us about the process and how you selected the mother and the progress so far.
Okay, Glory, it's a result of one of the top breeding plan we had. Brandon and Diva. Diva was imported as a puppy, 3 months old, and she was part of a group of three females that came together, and Diva was picked to stay for breeding, and the 2 others were sold as pets. They were very beautiful, but they were not qualified for breeding, so we disqualified them and we kept Diva. Diva went and get ready to the show in 2019 and won the best junior class.
Well, and she's very good.
She's one of the best female that we raised from puppy stage to that, and she made us very proud. Yes, we selected her, and she grew to be one of the best females in town right now. Glory is a puppy that we kept from her litter. She's about 3 months now.
So let her stand so that we see her.
Okay.
Glory, stand for us.
Glory. So Glory is a promising puppy also. That female. We are expecting that this dog, she's going to make us also proud in the ring.
Like a mother and a father.
So, yeah. We are planning to title her even in the puppy class before the junior, before we go to the open class and we start breeding her. If everything goes well as it's now, we are having a good female.
So when people come to you to buy dogs, they are sure they are getting quality dogs, because this is something from an imported dog that you raise there yourself and see. It looks as good as the imports.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Oh, I've imported puppies. They don't look like.
They don't. Yeah, we've seen some of them. They don't even look this good. Glory. Bring Glory to us.
She can eat, and she's lazy in the day, and she's very stubborn when in the afternoon to the evening time. She can worry all the dogs.
Glory. All right, lovely viewers. So then today we've had a lovely discussion with Mr. Mazen of Lion Kennel about pet transportation. See, I reach up here, taking over part of the business. Yeah. So then so all of you need quality imports. You make sure your dogs are the best quality, they are in good condition. When they come and then they are not in their best shape, let you come over, you see them, he discusses with you. You can keep them at least for a week to put them back in shape for you. If there's a need for a testing, go to Dr. Connie to run tests to make sure you're getting the best of dogs. Pregnant dogs, puppies, adult males, adult females of all breeds, kindly contact him. His contacts will be in the description below. We also have Bami, who does Ghana, Nigeria, Benin, Togo transportation. His contacts will be in there. We also have David, who does within Ghana transportation. Ghana, Kumasi, Tamale, whatever it is. The best transporters in town We'll have their contacts in the description below. Please don't forget to subscribe, like, and share the video. Love you. Please leave Mazen a picture with him and Glory. Let me move